Today's lesson is called How Instagram is Changing Our Lives. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeff.
I'm Roger. Again, we're talking about IG, as y'all call it here in Taiwan, or Instagram, or Insta, as we call it outside of Taiwan. And, of course, last time we talked about some of the pros or the advantages to Instagram. What were some of those? It can help your career. It can help you quit your day job. It helps you connect with other people with similar interests, among other advantages.
Yeah, you can also launch social movements on Instagram. How about that? And the fitness people, wow. Do they ever love Instagram? Before, you could never really get rich by being a fitness expert, or it was really difficult to do so. Nowadays, though, hey, many fitness experts have become rich people because of Instagram. They've earned enough money to give up their day jobs, and they're just promoting themselves on Instagram. Now, are they going to become some of the world's richest people? Probably not, but hey, one way or another, well done, fitness experts. Well done, Instagram.
Okay, so let's get to it, everybody. Let's find out what some of these downsides to Instagram are. Let's listen to the first part of our lesson one time.
Sadly, there are downsides to Instagram. To start with, when influencers geotag a beautiful natural location that was previously unknown, they often attract hordes of people to that place. These crowds may cause damage and spoil the atmosphere while posing for the gram. Additionally, poachers can use geotag information to track and capture rare animals such as rhinos.
各位好，第一部分我们看到的单字是 horde， 这个字是名词，指一大群人。例如 Jason tried to keep away from the night market hordes whenever he goes shopping. 每当 Jason 去逛街时，他都试图要避开夜市人群。而我们常常使用 hordes of people 来表示非常多人，所以可以说 hordes of people lined up before the store opened to take advantage of the January sales. 为了要把握1月的大特价，非常多人在商店还没开门前就排队。再来，我们看到 poacher 这个字为名词，指非法盗猎者，像是 The poachers are now under investigation for the big kill in the forest last night. 盗猎者们因昨晚森林里的大型猎杀正在被进行调查。而 poacher 去除字尾的 er 则可以成为它的动词 poach。我们可以说Hunters poached the protected animals from the national park. 猎人在那座国家公园里盗猎受保护的动物。
Okay, so before the break there, Roger mentioned that today we're going to be focusing on the downsides of Instagram. On day one, we talked about the positives, and now it's time to talk about the negatives. Sadly, everyone, there are downsides to Instagram. Now, here we have the word downside, and we're not really talking about the physical location of anything here. Otherwise, the side of something is a thing. It's a part of something that you can point to in physical reality. That's not the case here, though, when we're talking about a downside. No, the word downside is a word that refers to the negative parts of something. Downsides are negatives, drawbacks, cons, so on, so forth. Yes, downsides refers to negative things, negative features, or negative aspects of something. For example, even public transportation has its downsides.
Yep, the bus is often late, it's often stuffed with people, and there are no seats available, and maybe you might even catch a cold from somebody in such a small space. Those are some of the downsides of taking public transportation, but in any case, Yeah, we got the upsides that we mentioned last time, but today we're going to talk about the downsides to start with or to begin with. When influencers geotag a beautiful natural location that was previously unknown, they often attract hordes of people to that place. So here we've got the term influencer. That's somebody who influences other people because of what they say or what they do. Other people listen and they kind of try to copy that person. So again, an influencer goes to a nice place and then they geotag it. I guess that's something you can do on Instagram. It tells people where this place is when you put the photos there. And who can resist that? If you found some really nice, beautiful, natural location that nobody else has gone to, boy, do you want to brag about that. You want to brag about being the first person there. So, of course, you're going to geotag that place. But unfortunately, lots of people are going to know about it too. And lots of people are going to be attracted to that location, and they're going to throw their garbage everywhere. They're going to smoke cigarettes and put their cigarette butts in the grass and start fires and things like that. That's no good. But in any case, this might attract hordes of people, and a horde is just a large amount of people. For example, hordes of people crowd around Taipei 101 at New Year's Eve to see the fireworks.
Yeah, you can say that, but usually when people do use this word horde, it kind of has a negative connotation. Yes, a horde is a large group of people, and somehow there's something not quite right about that group of people. Like, you wouldn't say a horde of people attended Jay Cho's concert. Like if you were to say that, oh yeah, a horde of people attended the concert, the first thing I would think is, was there a riot? Were they unruly? What was going on there? So you'd say an audience or a group or a crowd. The word horde might be reserved when you want to say that something's not quite right or bad about this group of people. Yes, it's often used in a derogatory fashion. Anyways, moving on, the next sentence says, these crowds, these hordes may cause damage and spoil the atmosphere while posing for the gram. So Instagram, we've got IG, Insta, and now also the gram. There are many pet names that refer to Instagram, apparently. And yes, these hordes of people, these crowds, they show up and they do bad stuff. They damage and spoil the place while posing for Instagram videos and photos that are going to go on the gram.
Okay, so that's another nickname for Instagram. We all learned something new today, the gram. So yes, those hordes of people may go there and cause damage. Additionally, poachers can use geotag information to track and capture rare animals such as rhinos. So here we've got poachers. Those are people who hunt animals, especially for their ingredients. There are lots of poachers in Africa who are trying to kill elephants and take their tusks, or getting rhino horn from rhinoceroses. So those are poachers, and they actually can use this geotag information on Instagram to look for, to track those animals, and then to capture them and take those body parts and sell them to rich people, usually in Asia.
There you go. Here we have the word rhino. Okay, the word rhino is short for the word rhinoceros. Now, why did we use the word rhino in this article? Well, for one of the reasons that Roger just alluded to by way of pronunciation. He said rhinoceroses. Okay, it's a lot easier to say rhinos than rhinoceroses. And some people say it should be rhinoceri or something like that. So rhinoceros, rhino, rhinos. Okay. Rhinos is an easier plural form to say than rhinoceroses or anything like that. Anyways, what's a rhino? What's a rhinoceros? It's a large plant-eating animal that you can find in Africa and Asia for now. One of the things you should know about rhinos is that they are dying off very quickly, especially in Africa. Many species of rhino right now in Africa are under the threat of extinction. Soon, some rhinos might be wiped off the face of the earth entirely. Anyways, Roger also talked about this as well. Rhinos, they're known for having two horns that grow at the end of their nose or their snout there, and these are in high demand, or people want these horns because people think they have magical properties that can be added to herbal remedies and stuff stuff like that to give you magic powers or whatever. But one way or another, rhinos are being poached for their horns.
Yep, they're being poached by poachers. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first part of our lesson for today. Time now to move on to the second part. Let's listen first.
Instagram can hurt people as well as places. Taking too many photos can prevent you from fully appreciating the present moment. Furthermore, studies show that it affects your memory, making you more likely to forget the details of your experiences. In extreme cases, people have even fallen to their deaths from high places while trying to take that perfect picture to post online.
第二部分我们看到副词 furthermore 指而且或此外再者。举例来说 The meal costs too much. Furthermore, the quality of the meat isn't conforming to its price. 这个餐点太贵了，而且肉的品质并没有与它的价格相符。又或者说 We should meet to discuss the new sales plan. Furthermore, we need to take care of other business as well. 我们应该要见面讨论新的销售计划。此外，我们也需处理其他的工作。
Okay, so first of all, there are downsides to Instagram. Geotagging, although it seems like it's really cool, does have its downsides or its drawbacks. And there's more. Get this, Instagram can hurt people as well as places. So yes, geotagging has led to the destruction of certain environments, and apparently Instagram can also hurt people as well as places, people as well as the environment as well. Get this, taking too many photos can prevent you from fully appreciating the present moment. Oh no.
I've heard about that. If you take pictures, it kind of takes you away from the moment. Whether that's true or not is subject to debate. But in any case, yes, it can prevent you from fully appreciating the present moment. Maybe sometimes you need to put that camera down and just open your eyes. Those are the best cameras you ever could possibly have. But furthermore, or in addition also, studies show that it affects your memory, making you more likely to forget the details of your experiences. I suppose that makes logical sense. If you're taking photographs of something and posting them on Instagram, you know your camera captured the details, so you don't really need to pay attention to that too much. And you're going to be spending a lot of time with your head bent over, looking down at your phone, getting those pictures posted on Instagram, when you could be looking up at the great sky or smelling the air and stuff like that. But no, you're going to be looking down at your phone, so you're probably going to forget those details. You probably won't even notice them in the first place.
Now, I know that some of you are thinking, these guys don't know what they're talking about. These two old guys, they just don't know how cool Instagram is. And furthermore, what are they talking about? Not fully appreciating the present moment. I think that when I'm using Instagram, I'm appreciating the present moment even more and turning it into a photograph that will last forever. Furthermore, I should say, yes, I actually have a photograph of this thing, a record that I can consult for the rest of my life. So I think that you guys are all wrong. And further, none of these things really are affecting human beings in a physical way, right? Well, wrong. Get this, in extreme cases, people have been hurt physically because of Instagram. Get this, in extreme cases, people have even fallen to their deaths from high places while trying to take that perfect picture to post online. So there you go. Before you might have been thinking, oh, all of these drawbacks for Instagram, big deal. They're not really hurting people physically. You're talking about something abstract and intangible, big deal. Well, no, some people, sadly, have actually died and have been hurt because of Instagram. How about that? All right, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
The selfie culture that has grown up around Instagram is also changing what people think is beautiful. The use of filters to adjust photos can lead young people to set unrealistic expectations for themselves. Filters smooth your skin, hide your spots, and make you look thinner, causing some people to feel anxious that they cannot compare. Despite the negatives, Instagram can still be a valuable tool when used prudently. Our advice is to focus on the aspects of IG that help you feel good and distance yourself from the rest.
第三部分，我们看到一个片语 grow up， 表示逐渐发展。此片语除了可指人的成长、长大，还可表示事物逐渐发展、形成。例如 The plan is growing up well, and I think it will be ready by the end of the week. 计划发展得很顺利，我想这周之内就会完成了。接下来我们看到一个单字 filter， 这个字在课文中是名词，指相机的滤镜或过滤器。像是 This species of whale feeds by passing water through a specialized filter, which catches prey such as plankton. 这种鲸鱼的进食方式是利用一种特殊滤器过滤海水，捕捉浮游生物等猎物。而 filter 除了可以当名词使用外，也可以当动词使用，有过滤之意。所以可以说 The air in my apartment is filtered to get rid of pollution. 为了去除污染，我公寓内的空气有经过过滤。再来，我们看到形容词 anxious 用来指焦虑的或不安的。举例来说Justin felt so anxious that he couldn't sleep the day before he had to record with his band in the studio. Justin 觉得很焦虑，以至于在必须与乐团进录音室录音的前一天失眠了。另外补充 anxious 的名词 anxiety, A-N-X-I-E-T-Y, anxiety 指焦虑或恐慌。我们可以说 The first day on the job produces anxieties for almost everyone.第一天上班对几乎每个人来说都会造成焦虑。最后我们看到一个单字 prudently， 这个字是副词，指谨慎的或小心的。例如 Sarah prudently walked over the old wooden bridge. Sarah 谨慎地走过这个老旧的木桥。
Okay, let's move on now to the final portion of our lesson for today.The selfie culture that has grown up around Instagram is also changing what people think is beautiful. We all know what a selfie is. That's a picture of yourself. And of course, it's very common for people to take selfies.I hate to take selfies myself. I think it's silly, but other people just love it. Their favorite person in the world is themselves. So, of course, this selfie culture has grown up around Instagram. So here we've got the phrase to grow up. That means it's kind of involved with Instagram. You can't have Instagram without selfies. Every picture you see on Instagram is probably going to be a selfie. Well, maybe not everyone, but a very large percentage of those pictures will be self-portraits or selfies. And, of course, that changes what people think is actually beautiful. It kind of screws with our minds.
Yeah, if we only see selfie photos whenever we go on Instagram, and we're on Instagram all the time, we're going to start to think the only beautiful photos out there are selfies, which is totally not true. Now, this might not be the case, but apparently, yes, Instagram is also changing what people think is beautiful. And apparently, this is all due to the selfie culture that has grown up or developed or emerged or come into being around Instagram. The selfie culture is to blame. Now, more on this. The use of filters to adjust photos can lead young people to set unrealistic expectations for themselves. So not only is it the selfie that is going to ruin people as far as their idea of what beauty is, it's also the way that people take selfies. Apparently, when people take selfies, you're not really seeing their true selves because people are using filters to adjust and change photos, and this isn't a good thing. This can lead young people to set unrealistic expectations for themselves. Now, here we have the word unrealistic. The word unrealistic means not practical or not realistic. You could say You're being unrealistic. Get your head out of the clouds.
Yes, it's very unrealistic. You've got to be realistic and face the world head on and quit living in a fantasy world. But yes, you can use filters to change those photos. In the old days, when I used black and white film in my camera, I had filters for that, like a red filter, an orange filter, a yellow filter. They would change the picture, or even a polarizer. Those are all filters. But nowadays, we've got these software algorithms, I guess you could call them, that can change various things in the pictures. They can turn you into a caricature, but more importantly, they can smooth your skin. So here, filters smooth your skin, hide your spots, and make you look thinner, causing some people to feel anxious that they cannot compare. So you'll see pictures of other people with smooth skin. They won't have any scars or zits or warts showing. They can just get rid of those with filters. So you'll think, gee, those people look really pretty. But what about me? I've got a big wart in the middle of my forehead. I've got all these zits because I'm still 16 years old. Gee, I can't compare. I have a very low image of myself as a result.
Yes, and I'm starting to feel anxious about myself. I just can't compare with all these beautiful Instagram people. Anyways, before we move on here, we've got the word anxious. It's an adjective, okay? The noun is anxiety. Anyways, yes, anxious means of or having to do with anxiety, i.e., nervousness, a feeling of extreme worry, so on and so forth. You could say something like this: I'm really anxious about the big game tomorrow.
Me too. I hope my team wins, but in any case, yes, you'll be anxious or nervous. You'll worry that you cannot compare with the beauty of others. Now, here in the final paragraph, it says, despite the negatives, even though there are downsides or negatives to Instagram, Instagram can still be a valuable tool when used prudently. Prudently here just means thinking about the future and being careful about those things. You need to be prudent with your money as you plan your future. Here, prudently is the adverb form because it's modifying the verb to use. So use it prudently. Be careful with how you use it, and then it can actually be valuable to you.
Our advice is to focus on the aspects of IG that help you feel good and distance yourself from the rest. All right, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a break, but don't worry, don't fret, the Chinese teacher is on her way.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文提到 Instagram 有一些缺点。他说 To start with, when influencers geotag a beautiful natural location that was previously unknown, they often attract hordes of people to that place. 首先，当社群名人以地理标出这些先前不为人所知的这美丽的自然景点，他们时常会吸引一大票的人去那里。好，句子里面这个 geotag 就表示标记地理位置，这个 geo 就表示 geographic。地理的地理学的，那么 tag 就是标记标注。好，另外文中一个名词 horde horde 表示一大群，那通常是指一大群人，像 a horde of reporters 就表示一大群记者。那我们课文里面是用 hordes of people 来表达非常多人。好，其实还有一个字叫 throng 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 它也可以表达一大群人，它有群众的意思，像 a throng of fans 就表示一大群粉丝。好，那我们就顺便再帮同学补充一些表示动物群体的单位词。英文里面有很多修饰群体的计量词，那随着对象的不同，我们用掉的计量词也会有所不同。好，那我们来学第一个叫 swarm S-W-A-R-M。 好，这个字是表达像蜜蜂、蚂蚁这一类这种群聚型的昆虫的一群。 A swarm of bees 就是一群蜜蜂， A swarm of ants 就是一群蚂蚁。好，第二个字 cloud 是云嘛，那它可以用来表达在空中集体移动的一群，像是 a cloud of bees 一群蜜蜂， a cloud of flies 一群苍蝇，或是 a cloud of mosquitoes 一群蚊子。 好，那么第三个字是 flock F-L-O-C-K 这个字它可以指人群、羊群，或是来描述鸟啊、鸡这些体型比较小的动物群。好，那我们可以说 a flock of tourists 就表示一大群观光客， a flock of birds 一群鸟， a flock of sheep 一群绵羊。好，第四个是 herd H-E-R-D 这个字呢是用来描述群居的动物，像是牛啊、马、大象啊、鹿等等的。例如 a herd of cattle 是一群牛， a herd of deer 是一群鹿。好，第五个是 pack 这个字 P-A-C-K 这个字呢通常是用来修饰狼或者是犬、狗狗那一类的，像是 a pack of wolves 就可以表达一群狼， a pack of wild dogs 表示一群野狗。好，那么第六个我们可以用 school 学校这个字，它可以用来指水生动物或是鱼类的一群，像 a school of fish 就表示一群鱼。好，那我们再读到课文第二部分第一句，他说Instagram can hurt people as well as places. Instagram 可能会对地方造成破坏，也可能会对人造成伤害。那句子里面这个 as well as 是当连接词来用，表示也、以及或是而且的语义。例如你可以说 He's good at baseball as well as basketball. 他擅长棒球以及篮球。好，那要特别注意咯，如果你是用 as well as 来连接主词的时候，它是在强调前面的主词，所以你的动词就必须配合 as well as 前面的那个主词。例如 Cinderella as well as her sisters is coming to the party. 仙多瑞拉和她的姐姐们会来参加派对。虽然这听起来很多人要来，可是呢，句子是在强调 as well as 前面的这个主词 Cinderella， 所以我们 be 动词是用 is。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Downside. While life in the country can be more peaceful, a major downside is the lack of job choices. Rhino.The black rhino, native to southern and eastern Africa, is an endangered species. Furthermore, writing in a journal is a great way to keep a record of your life. Furthermore, it helps you process your emotions and feel less stressed. Filter. This filter makes your eyes look bigger and adds dog ears on top of your head. Unrealistic. It's unrealistic to think the project will not encounter any difficulties along the way.Anxious. If you feel anxious about having trouble sleeping, it will make it even harder to get any rest.
Discussion Starter starts now!
Here's our discussion starter for today. The question is, do you feel like Instagram has a larger positive or negative effect on you?Well,
when it comes to Instagram, I don't think it helps or hurts me because I don't have it on my phone. But let's say I did download it. I think it would have a negative effect on my photography skills. I would start shooting selfies of myself all the time and not take a half-decent photograph.
Gee, well, Instagram makes me feel left out because I can't download it to my smartphone because it has run out of memory. So I can't download it. So I don't know what's going on with Instagram, at least on my phone, but I do kind of watch what my daughter is doing on her Instagram account. It has its good points and its bad points.
Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.